I try to be the authentic version of myself that I can be. Ready. I declare bankruptcy! I would say a lot of things that are in my head. Keep wondering. Oh, that's such a good question. I don't mind making a fool of myself. Hi, I'm Sriti and I'm here to answer some of your lovely questions. I hope the questions are lovely. Okay, let's go. Okay. This is from Divya_Tisha. You wish to see Aurora Borealis. Oh, at least once. Yes, I do. If you can take someone along with you there, then whom will you take? Whom will I take? I think I'll take my mom. Because she's not such a travel enthusiast, and if she sees something so magical, she might want to start traveling and seeing new things. Yeah, so that. Okay, next. If you could make an announcement to the whole world at the top of your voice, what would you want to say? Anubhuti Chauhan. Oh, that's such a good question. I declare bankruptcy!
You declare bankruptcy? All your problems go away.
There's no money in the world and all of you have to be nice to each other and help each other out to survive. That is the announcement I'll make. Let's see what...
Hi Sriti!
Oh! What is him?
How are you doing? This must be a surprise to you. And,
Yes, of course.
when the guys at Commune got in touch with me, saying we're doing this with, their favorite storytellers, I said, hey, I have to ask a question to Sriti. So the world knows you as a huge TV star and you have a very, very popular TV show which you do for many years now. And that's how I knew you as well until I discovered you at Commune and I realized what a beautiful and wonderful storyteller you are. And to me, that is my lasting memory of you. Amidst all the other laurels, which of course you keep winning on television. And a couple of questions, right? So the first one is, I've seen quite a few of your pieces and absolutely love the way they're written and narrated. So, how much of yourself do you put into these pieces and how much of it is fictional? Because you do it so beautifully that one can't tell. And as a storyteller, do you make that choice? My second question is that, there's a perception which comes with being a TV star, right? And you don't live by any of these norms. You don't make crazy reels on Instagram. You're actually telling stories, writing, creating. How do you live in this dual reality? It's a struggle for me. How do you do it?
Thank you, Nakul. That's two very interesting questions. First, how much of it is fiction and how much of it is real? So, most of my pieces, I haven't intended to write them. They just happened. And I remember at one of the Commune interviews, Zakir Khan had said that कविता आप लिखते नहीं हैं, कविता हो जाती है. So somehow that is something that I identify with and I don't really plan it or there's no structure to how I create actually, and that's why I cannot help someone learn how to write. There's no structure to that, it just happens. But yeah, the performance is all me and the nervousness and all the goof ups is all me. I think that's a lot of me. And some of them are fictional, some of them are real, but I will not say what is fiction and what is not. And the second question, so I did have a phase of making reels and I did too much of it. I'm not trying to break any norm or anything, I'm just being myself and what I'm comfortable doing, and that comes naturally to me. So I'm not trying to break any norms or trying not to fit in or trying to fit in. I try to be the authentic version of myself that I can be because that's easier. Okay, on to the next question. What would you do differently if no one was there to judge you? I don't think I let people judge me only. I don't care. I would say a lot of things that are in my head and right now I don't, in the fear of judgment. Lots of things. Keep wondering. Okay. The world is often obsessed with the big M. The word marriage. Okay then. What do you think about the pressure on people to get married before a certain age? I think by now, actually I cannot generalize this answer, but for someone like me, I can talk about myself. I think I'm very privileged in the space that I am. I don't have that pressure. Like, I don't put that pressure on me, but that is also a privilege because I am in this situation. I'm in a city, I've been educated in a certain way, I have grown up in cities, I've had education, and my parents don't pressurize me to get married, but that privilege is not there for everyone. I have seen around people around me that if she's not educated, if she's not working, she should get married. I don't think that's right. Marriage should be a choice and it should be nice. You should want to get married. There is no age for getting married. You should feel like getting married. Okay. What is the message that you would give to the present generation of girls? The question comes from Born to Shine 0511. You can do anything, you can do everything. Please, please. I believe that I'm learning to be a feminist because it's so intrinsic, the things that are taught, that we see around us, that we don't even understand that we're being discriminated against. Or we are judging girls different from boys. So that we have to constantly recognize around us. Every time I judge a girl for doing something and I end up doing it, but then I rethink, will I judge a boy for doing the same thing? And then I correct myself. So we need to constantly grow. अब क्या है, गलत बहुत दिनों से हो रहा है, तो इसको ठीक करने में बहुत समय लगेगा. As much as we're trying to fight patriarchy, we have to also grow ourselves and fight for equal rights. We have to constantly tell people कि नहीं, ये नहीं चलेगा. We can't just keep giving into status quo in fear of not changing the equilibrium because there's no equilibrium. सब है, unfair है, उसको fight करना पड़ेगा और खुद को भी सही करना पड़ेगा. So, born to shine, we're all born to shine. Okay. This is my best friend.
Hi, Sudhu. I have been asked to ask you a question and before that say something nice about you, but I don't think that should have been mentioned because I only have nice things to say about you because you're my family, you're my best friend, you're like my sister and I love you, you already know that. But coming to the question that I want to ask you, and this is, I find it strange that I haven't asked you this before and I don't know the answer to this, so I'm going to ask you now. What would you have been had you not been an actor? Because I think you could have been so many different things. You could have been a spoken word artist, you could have been a poet, you could have been a slackliner. I don't even know if that's the right word. And you could have been just so many other things. But yes, I would like to know what your alternate career would have been according to you if not an actor. And also, I love you.
I love you too, Gagru. Oh my God, I can't believe we've had such random conversations and हमने कभी इस बारे में बात नहीं की. If I wasn't an actor, I would have loved to be a teacher. Like, I don't know what subject I would teach, most probably literature. But I think I would love to like discuss ideas with the younger generation, younger people, and discuss and grow with them. So yeah, I'd love to be a teacher, like a good teacher from one of those films, like Deadpool with Society.
Oh, Captain, my captain.
Who's like open to newer ideas, doesn't teach like the same thing again and again. Yeah, I'd love to do that. And I love you. Do you have any tips to learn self-love? Monica_2323. Okay. For me, I think to accept who you are. I really believe with the age of the internet and Instagram, we have too much pressure of being like other people because we like it. अगर मुझे दीपिका पादुकोण पसंद है तो मैं सिर्फ पसंद नहीं करती हूँ, मैं बोलने लगती हूँ कि मुझे दीपिका पादुकोण जैसा ही दिखना है, जैसा ही करना है. वो ज़रूरी नहीं है. You have to retain your individuality, which is very difficult right now in the kind of place that we are living. So the first step towards self-love is to accept who you are. Appreciate other people, but not try to imitate them, become them. In that way, we're just hurting ourselves. Oh, it's my sister. Oh my God.
Hi. The first thing that comes to my mind when I think of you would be my first life partner. My first friend, my confidant, my enemy. Basically the person that I've shared my life with. But when I look at you today, I see this strong, powerful person that you've transformed into. And I'm not sure if you would have been the same person had you not moved out. So that's exactly what my question is. Do you think you would have been the same individual had you not moved out of Delhi? And if not, how do you think moving away from home, from this cocoon of safety, parents, elders, everyone, has transformed you to the person that you are today?
That's a complete surprise. I don't think I would be the person that I am. I don't know if I'm as strong as Didi तुमको लगता है. I wouldn't be the person I am had I not moved out. But also, I think I looked up to you a lot because you were always strong. You were always a strong-headed girl. You had your own point of view, and you made sure that you talk about it. You're not an impossible person to talk to. So I had seen that. So when I came to a new city, I knew that I had to not lose myself. I had to stand my ground. So yeah, moving out really helped me find myself, and especially the fact that I enjoy my own company, I have discovered only after moving out. So I don't think I would have been this person that I am right now had I not moved out. और मेरे को तो पता ही नहीं था कि तुम मेरे को इतना appreciate करती हो. Do you ever feel like you don't belong, like you're an outsider? What do you do when these feelings weigh you down? Ahseen or Ahseen D. I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong. Yes, I think most of us, or I believe most of us feel like sometimes or someplace they don't belong. Or feel like an outsider, but I think by now I'm just very comfortable being myself. So even if I'm an outsider in the group, I become the audience. And as an actor, as an artist, as a creator, I think observation is the main source of knowledge. That's how you create, right? As an actor also, you're observing people, their body language, how they talk, and it's always, you're just collecting stories. So it never weighs me down. If I'm an outsider somewhere, it's just like a big reservoir of knowledge of new kind of people, new kind of stories. So I don't ever let that feeling weigh me down. Okay, next question. Celestina Martina has asked me, what is your definition of love? Oh my god. My definition of it, it's a feeling. It is like that scene from The Office. It is your birthday. Love, I think it is very subjective, and it changes and it grows, and sometimes it goes away. And for reference, please watch When Love Arrives by Sarah and Phil K. No. For me, love is just love, yeah. How do you put words to something that you feel so intensely and you continue feeling in spite of the pain and everything? And just apart from the romantic love, just see, with my parents, like they've loved me for this long, they've brought me to the world and they've let me go. And yet, it's like a part of their body that exists outside, and so much pain they go through for me. They're always worried every day. It's not the most pleasurable feeling, so to say. But yeah, it's bizarre. I think love is bizarre. It's the most bizarre feeling of all. Arey! Cool! Okay, so it's Amandeep. Let's see.
हेलो श्रुति, मुझे पता है आप बहुत अच्छी हैं एंड यू आर अमेजिंग, गॉर्जियस एंड डूइंग ग्रेट बिकॉज मैं आपके इंस्टाग्राम के स्टेटस देखता हूं एंड ये भी पता चला है कि आप नया आर्ट फॉर्म सीख रही हैं, नया डांस फॉर्म भी सीख रही हैं. सो ऑल गुड विशेस फॉर दैट. काफी समय हो गया हम मिले नहीं हैं एंड आई होप हम जल्द मिले. पर एक इम्पॉर्टेंट चीज मुझे आपसे पूछनी है, और वो ये है कि टीवी पर इतना लंबा समय बिताने के बाद यू शिफ्टेड टू स्टेज, जहां आप कविताएं सुनाती है, अपने दिल की सबसे खूबसूरत कहानियां सुनाती है हजारों लोगों को एक साथ, स्पोकन पर और भी अलग अलग जगह पर मैंने देखा है आपको परफॉर्म करते हुए. सो बताइए कि आपके अंदर वो करेज कहां से आता है, कहां से लाती है आप? जानना है मुझे, इंतजार है इस सवाल का.
थैंक यू अमनदीप, थैंक यू so much. आपने इतनी अच्छी सारी बातें कही. And I have to say that every time I have watched anyone performing with Amandeep, as in if Amandeep is in the audience with me, he is the best audience member to watch any poetry show with, because he just enjoys poetry so much. He was always there, and he's just the best audience member, I think, to watch any poetry show with. करेज तो मुझे अभी भी नहीं है. करेज आता है जब मैं रिहर्स करती हूँ. एंड आई हैव टू गिव क्रेडिट टू कॉम्यून की टीम, क्योंकि वो बार बार आपसे रिहर्स कराते हैं, आपके कॉन्फिडेंस को बढ़ाते हैं कि नहीं, व्हाट यू आर सेइंग मेक सेंस, और जैसे आप बोल रहे हो वो सही है. From the first day, I never felt, even before I started performing with Commune, the first spoken where I didn't know anyone, like everybody was just celebrity for me. तो मेरे ख्याल से courage आता है, because I think all of us are so together in this, और I don't mind making a fool of myself on stage anymore. बिकॉज सब ये बोलते हैं कि हमसे भी गलती तो होती है, हमें अभी भी डर लगता है. किसी भी आप पोइट से पूछें तो सब बोलते हैं कि नहीं, अभी भी नर्वसनेस होती है, अभी भी नर्वसनेस होती है. तो मेरे ख्याल से दैट गिव्स मी द करेज कि वी आर ऑल इन द सेम बोट. इफ वी मेक अ फूल ऑफ आवरसेल्व्स, सभी करेंगे, पर अपनी बात तो पहुंचा दें ऑडियंस तक, क्योंकि बात जो पहुंचानी होती है वो बात बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होती है, मोर देन आवर कॉन्फिडेंस, मोर देन, सो वी हैव टू रिस्क मेकिंग अ फूल ऑफ आवरसेल्व्स ताकि वो बात लोगों तक पहुंच जाए. What has writing changed in you? Neru Venda. I think so after I started writing, मैं बचपन में जर्नल्स लिखती थी बहुत, मतलब बचपन में, मतलब जब मैं 11-12 साल की थी, जो अभी भी हैं, वेयर मतलब माई बिगेस्ट प्रॉब्लम वॉज कि मैंने कल फिजिक्स का होमवर्क नहीं दिया है, and it has also very wrong grammar and stuff like that, because last time I read something उसमें लिखा हुआ था कि my sister beated me yesterday, तो वैसा था. But then when I started writing stories and poetry is when I started writing my journal again, and I might write the most stupid thing, but it's therapy, it's therapeutic, and I think that is also my way of self-love. कि मैं खुद को अलाउ कर देती हूँ टू फ्लॉ, टू गो रॉन्ग, इवन विथ माई सेल्फ, इवन विथ अदर्स. दैट इज़ माई वे ऑफ forgiving myself for the things that I don't allow myself to do but end up doing anyway. How do you handle and overcome negativity? By Marush. Okay, जो मेरी internal negativity है, if I ever feel discouraged or disheartened, I try to just मतलब let it simmer. I don't really fight it, क्योंकि मतलब वो भी किसी ऑनेस्ट प्लेस से आता है कि अगर मुझे नहीं, आई एम नॉट श्योर दैट आई कैन डू समथिंग दैट आई वांट टू डू, आई लेट इट सिमर, आई लेट टाइम पास बिफोर आई कैन डू समथिंग दैट, अगर इफ आई एम नॉट श्योर ऑफ डूइंग समथिंग. एंड अदरवाइज नेगेटिविटी मतलब एक्सटर्नली किसी और से, मुझे लगता है कि इफ पीपल आर एंग्री और डिसअपॉइंटेड, इट कम्स फ्रॉम अ प्लेस ऑफ पेन. सो most of the times I try to understand people's situations, and I think I also have like very nice people around me. So if I feel badly about myself or it's going bad or whatever, and especially Manvi, if I'm feeling horrible about myself or I'm just not, sometimes I feel ki, what am I doing and this is not right, why have I become a person like this? So Manvi always helps me get through that. I think that Manvi mostly helps me get through that. Okay. One thing you absolutely love about your fans, at the rate of Fugi_forever_. The fact that they love me in spite of such, matlab, I don't understand this love that I'm so blessed with, because I don't do much on the internet, and people keep asking for pictures and there's no pictures. I don't know how to pose, so I don't end up clicking that many pictures of myself until and unless work related मेरे से नहीं हो पाता. So, and in spite of that, they're just there and they're constant. Like, it's been a really long time, and you guys have grown up. ऐसा भी नहीं कि same age पे you could have easily outgrown me, but it's amazing that you guys, I think the consistency is what I am amazed. Love तो क्या बोलूँ मैं, but I am amazed by the consistency of you guys. Thank you. So there's a new tradition. The second last question is going to be from Team Commune. So here we go. If there was one poem you had to take with you everywhere, which one would you take and why? There's this poem called Shaper Shaped by Harendranath Chattopadhyay, and I really like it. And it's about letting go mostly. There's this line, I cease to be the dreamer, I learn to be the dream. And that's what I stick to. Oh my God.
हाँ छोटी, तुम हम लोगों के लिए गिफ्ट ऑफ गॉड हो। तुम्हारी बचपन खास करके बहुत याद आती है। तुम्हारा नटखटपन, अकेलापन, अपने आप में बात करना, नाक फुलाना, टेबल के नीचे जा करके छुप जाना, हर हमेशा याद आती है।
स्कूल से आके गोद में, मम्मी की गोद में सो के, स्कूल में जितनी बातें हुई सब शेयर करना, तुम्हारा बचपन हम लोग बहुत मिस करते हैं। तुम अपना बचपन कैसे मिस करती हो?
हम अब बचपन मिस ही नहीं करते हैं हम, क्योंकि थैंकफुली जो हमारा करियर चॉइस है वो मतलब एटलीस्ट आई थिंक आर्टिस्ट अपना बचपन कभी लूज ही नहीं करते हैं और बचपन का एक वर्जन रिटेन कर सकते हैं। ये हमारा प्रिविलेज है एज आर्टिस्ट, एज क्रिएटर्स, कि हम हर रोज़ कुछ नया देख सकते हैं। और वो द होल थिंग अबाउट चाइल्ड लाइक वंडर, I think when you're creating and when you're constantly meeting new people, you're consuming new kind of art, तो वो constant childlike wonder रहता ही है। जैसे I constantly surprised every day by people with the kind of courage they show, with the kind of patience they show. तो वो मेरे को अभी भी amazing लगता है। I think every day in my life I have been amazed by just people and the kind of things that happen around me. तो मेरे को नहीं लगता मैं अपना बचपन इतना मिस करती हूँ, क्योंकि रोज़ कुछ अमेजिंग होता है, थैंकफुली सो। और बिकॉज I get to be an artist and you have allowed me to be an artist, you have allowed me, taught me to be such a, at least I hope, a free-minded person. तो वो childlike wonder कभी गया ही नहीं है, and somehow the world has surprised me and has kept the wonder alive, and I think it's such a blessing. So some of you are very kind and you've sent some lovely messages instead of questions, so I'm going to read them out. So at forever_Tisha says, I don't have a question because she's beyond perfect. Thank you. Yash Sinha has said, why are you so good? Can't help it. No, thank you. No questions, only lots of love for her. Vanshika Gaurav, thank you. Thank you for inspiring us. Fugi_Sriti. Thank you so much. मुझे स्मृति दीदी बहुत अच्छी लगती हैं, मेरी इंस्पिरेशन है, मेरी हैप्पीनेस है. Angel Nisha 740. Thank you so much for all the questions. They were lovely questions and all the messages. Thank you. And thank you, Commune, for doing this.
It's a very good idea and I can't recommend it enough, and everyone who follows me know I take the liberty to do this relentlessly, which is disappear from the platform. Go write for yourself, write for your friends, write for a journal no one reads, or a niche magazine that will give you the 5,000 words to explore that one topic that you can't shut up about but which your Instagram followers don't care about.